The phrase average Joe was coined for a reason. Joe's the guy who wears a shirt that says Joe on it. Joe doesn't steal the girl. He's the guy you pal around with, but not since the playoffs. Now Joe's a bachelor from Alabama who changes everything. Joe's a guy who carries New York City on two bad knees and guarantees victory. Joe's not just a name, it's an idea. Fathers expect more from a kid named Joe. That's how big the playoffs are. They took the name Joe and made it Joe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Week 13, the last week of the fantasy football season, the 2015 fantasy football season. It's been a great season thus far. The commissioner is back. We need to get you updated. Oh my God, it's so exciting around here at the TFL studios. We've got a lot of big matchups this week. We've got a great Thursday night matchup with playoff implications. I've got to control myself because you know, it's just so much excitement. Let's get into it. So, as I said, this is Week 13. Last week of the 2015 season. We've got Green Bay at Detroit tonight. A lot of big players, a lot of big names. We're going to get through the weekly winners. We'll start off with that, update you on that through Week 12. The yearly winners, who's in the runnings for first place in the league, most points scored. We'll talk about all the transactions as well with my man Johnny Cash in a little bit. Playoff picture, definitely a big topic this week. We'll discuss that with the professor. He's got a lot of good insight. Who's in, who's out, who's on the bubble, what needs to happen for some teams to get in. If your team is on the out looking in, that is. We'll talk about the consolation bracket. I'll discuss that a little bit at the end of the show. As well, the new rule for last place teams this year. On top of that, I'll do the weekly, matchups with the playoff implications in mind, game of the week, and with the final power rankings of the season. So, again, a lot of excitement around here. We'll be back with Mr. Johnny Cash right after these messages. It's the commission, TFL Studios, Week 13, ladies and gentlemen. I can hear it and smell it.
You know what impossible means? Don't even try it. Impossible can't happen. Impossible says, what are you, crazy? That's impossible. But not anymore. Not since the playoffs. Now impossible is just a starting point. Impossible is a negotiation. Impossible means Tom Brady, a second-string quarterback drafted in the 6th round, can catapult millions into euphoria. That's the magnitude of the playoffs. They've changed the English language. They've made impossible possible.
How you doing, everybody? It's Johnny Cash here. It's Week 13. As you know, last week of the fantasy season, TFL 2015. I'm here to update you on the weekly awards, yearly awards, and transaction update thus far. Here we go. Week 1, you got EA Sports. 2, The Rook. 3 and 4, you got Moss. You got $40 just off them 2 weeks. 5, no one's perfect. 6, you got Moss again. 7, 8, franchise. 9, airing out my Johnson. 10, Murder Squad. 11, Wildcats. And 12, EA Sports for your second time. A lot of two-time winners, sometime no winners. We still got one more week, Week 13, ladies and gentlemen. That $20 could be yours. First place for the season. Right now it's between EA Sports, airing out my Johnson, and Murder Squad. 2 teams with 3 losses, 1 team with 4 losses. Most points for us is the tiebreaker. We'll see what happens after this week. You get $50 for winning first place, my friend. Most points for the season between EA Sports and Murder Squad. Only 30 points separate the two. Be on the lookout for high-scoring matchups this week. Transactions. Franchise, you got 33 free agents right now. 2 trades, that's $109, player. Where's Johnny Football's money? Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. January 1st, 2016. Better be in Johnny Football, Johnny Cash's pockets. Architect, 31 free agents, $93, my friend. I'm gonna need that. Wildcats, 26 free agents, 2 trades, $88. Let's go where it's at. So fucking legit. So fucking legit. Have you still not paid the commish? Have you still not paid Johnny Football? Man, I'm gonna have to come see you. You got 17 free agents, one trade, $56 plus league fees. Johnny Football better see his money before January 1st, 2016. I'm not holding you to the standard everybody else is held to. I need the league fees, son. You might not even make the playoffs if you make the playoffs. No one's perfect. 18 free agents, $54. America's team, 16 free agents, $48. Airing out my Johnson, 15 free agents, $45. You got Moss, 13 free agents, one trade, $44. Dixie Wrecked, 8 free agents, $24. The Rook, EA Sports, 7 free agents, $21. Murder Squad, 4 free agents, $12. Let me just back up. EA Sports, first place team. Murder Squad, first place team. $30, $33 in free agents combined? And some of you teams spending $100 and you ain't even in the playoffs yet? Man, oh man, oh man. That ain't Johnny Football. That ain't Johnny Cash's forte. But man, oh man, oh man. Control your money. Control your teams. That's Johnny Cash's wrap up. But as I said, January 1st, 2016, the money better be in Johnny Cash's hands. Better yet, Johnny Cash's pockets. Let's go holler at the professor after these messages. Johnny Footballs.
What are Roman numerals? They're Roman. A bunch of X's, V's, and I's. Nobody even uses Roman numerals anymore except for prep school kids and crossword puzzles. But that was before the Super Bowl. Now Roman numerals have a pulse. Mike Jones, XXXIV, Montana, XVI, Bart Starr, I. Now everybody from Russia to Istanbul to Arkansas can count to 37 in Roman numerals. That's how big the Super Bowl is. It took Roman numerals and turned them into Roman numerals.
Well, hello there. Professor here. It's week 13. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff can happen. I'm here to tell you about the playoff picture. Got a lot of teams in, got a lot of teams out. Got a lot of teams that can still make it. In fact, all teams can still make it. Let's take a look at the standings right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, you seen the standings? Right off that, we can name EA Sports. You're in, my friend. Airing out my Johnson. You are in, my friend. Murder Squad. The Rook. No one's perfect. You are in, my friend. Bubble teams. Bubble is what I mean by win, you're most likely in. Lose, you need some help. Franchise, you win, you're in. You lose, need a little bit of help. You just got Moss. Win, you're in. Lose, need a little bit of help. Same with the Architect. Win, you're in. Lose, need some help. Out with a chance. Slim chance, but nonetheless a chance. America's team. You need to win and you need to have lost by Architects. You got mossed and franchise lose, you're in. Lost, you need a little bit more help. Dixie Rex. Win and losses by any two of the Architect, America's team, you got mossed, or franchise, you're in. Loss, very slim chance. Put up points, have losses by all those other teams, you still can make it. Wildcats. If it were up to me, you'd be in just on points for us, my friend, but unfortunately, the commissioner holds that justice. You win and losses by you got Moss and Architect, you get in. You lose, you're out, my friend. So fucking legit. Even though how bad of a season you have and you should probably have 2 or 3 more wins than you do, you win and losses by Wildcats and 3 of Dixie Wrecked, America's team Architect, you got Moss, you're in, my friend. Lose. See you next year. See you in the consolation bracket. That brings me to the consolation bracket. We'll need the bottom 4 teams mandatory to enter with the $25 fee. The consolation bracket will take place weeks 14 and 15 of the TFL season. It will be a winner takes all, $25 per entry, and you still could play for $100, $75 of your money. New money, that is. Last place team, and that's the last place in the regular season, not last place of the consolation, owes $25 to the first place team, or you can fill up the kegger, the trophy kegger, with a drink of the Super Bowl champ's choice, and it will be brought to the 2016 TFL Draft Night Party. Your choice, 25 or fill up some liquor, beer, whatever. With that said, I'd like to get in to the weekly games and the GOW with the commish. We'll be right back with that right after these messages. Professor signing off, sirs.
Kevin Dyson reaches to the goal line. No!
Okay. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It is week 13. Let's get into these crucial matchups. Beginning with the Architect versus top seed, Aaron Out My Johnson. I think the Architect needs a little bit more this week. They need a win to get in, as the professor stated. I think they're going to slightly edge Aaron Out My Johnson this week to get into the playoffs. America's team, I don't think they have enough right now. Just a long season for them. A lot of stuff happening. Quarterback obviously going down 2 times. I don't think they get by the newly rejuvenated EA Sports after that crucial win for them last week to push them into first place. Franchise. I think you're going to get a win versus No One's Perfect this week. You're going to put them on the playoff bubble. I think they still get in, but submitting your spot for the playoffs this year. Going to be down at the bottom again, and I know you like it down there, being a higher seed. So fucking legit. I think you win in your final week against Murder Squad, a top team. I know what kind of season it's been so fucking legit. So you do have a chance. Got to put up big numbers. Got to have some help, a lot of help. But I think you get the W this week. Wildcats, I think you guys absolutely crushed the Rook this week. Somehow sneak into the playoffs. You guys are 5th in points forced. You're up there, had some bad luck this season, but I think you might get in there if you win and you get a little bit of help from some teams. GOW this week. 2 playoffs might as well start this week, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 5-7 teams. Basically a playing game. Winning, you're in. If you lose, a lot needs to happen for you to still make it. Between you got Moss and Dixie Wreck. Dixie Wreck struggled on the points end, so he doesn't want to lose. You need to win. I still don't think you get in if you win, if other 5-7 teams stay justice. But you have a chance, buddy. You just need to win, and I believe either of you guys are in with a substantial amount of points scored. Okay, with that said, let's look at the final Week 13 TFL Studio Power Rankings. Here we go.
Hey, sports. Burn a flag. Zoom in on it. Hey, hide that ball spot, man. Coming time. That's a Gully Island. No One's Perfect. Why you look so serious? Franchise. 2 times. Just got lost. Architect. Nike sponsors your team, America's team. Dixie Wreck. Restart, redo that again. So fucking legit.
Okay, there you have it. That concludes the Power Rankings final week for the 2015 season. I'd like to just say good luck to all the owners out there. It's been a wonderful season. I'd like to thank all my people here, Johnny Cash, the professor, everyone behind the scenes that you don't see on a daily basis. You're what makes TFL Studios special. Of course, all all the players, all the coaches out there in fantasy world, you guys do it too. So I have to last express, get Johnny Cash paid in full by January 1st, or you have the chance of losing your pick next year in order to pick your draft slot. Everyone understands what that is after our draft process this year. Get your A-Rods in, get your Lacey's in, get your Staffers in, Megatrons. You might have another kind of sleeper in there. This is the commish, signing off for the last time this season. See you guys in the playoffs.
You know what 5 seconds is? It's 5 seconds. You can't do anything in 5 seconds. Change a light bulb, 2 minutes if you're flying. Put your shoes on, 39 seconds at best. But that was in the time, before the playoffs, before 5 seconds became an eternity. Aikman to Irvin, Warner to Bruce, 5 seconds. Now people care more about 5 seconds than their dogs. Giving somebody 5 seconds of your time makes you a better person. That's how big the playoffs are. They took 5 seconds and created 5 seconds.